Welcome back to another football show. We got a great program for you guys, just like always. Another week of NFL in the books. We are going to start it off with what this week taught us, week 16. Then we're going to go into some Puka Nacua talks. We'll do the Saints-Jets game, talk about Tyler Shuck. We're going to do the Bucs-Panthers recap. We're going to do a Jags-Broncos recap. We'll finish it off with the Ravens-Patriots game, special announcement at the end of that. And then we're going to finish it with the college football playoff prediction. I want to thank PointsBet. They've been the best presenting sponsor of this show we could ask for. If you guys are in need of a sportsbook or online casino, download the PointsBet app. We got the NFL playoffs coming up, Super Bowl, March Madness is around the corner. So go ahead and check that out and see what they have to offer. As well as if you guys need, if you guys want some cool content behind the scenes and other sports related stuff, follow the TikTok Sideshow Kit. All clips from this show get posted on there and more. If you guys are interested in comedy lifestyle content, go to the Birdcore account where two of my friends and I host a show. It's really awesome and funny stuff over there. Shout out to all the listeners, by the way. This is awesome. The YouTube Shorts is just going absolutely nuts. We've been getting over 1,000 views on every short for the past couple weeks, which is amazing. With that being said, let's kick it into gear. What this week taught us, week 16. Puka Nacua is a future Hall of Famer as he enters his diva era. The Seahawks turn the ball over a lot, but figure out ways to win. Eagles fans continue to blame the OC instead of the obvious. Caleb Williams is the most clutch player in the league. Nobody talks about the Chargers. The Dolphins may have found their future quarterback. Tampa Bay is the most unserious football team in the league. Bryce Young shines at home. Tyler Shuck is good, and I was wrong. Josh Allen looked lifeless as James Cook delivered him another win. If the Titans quickly build around Cam Ward, they could be frisky. Jacksonville is a wagon as they beat the Broncos in their backyard. The Lions' playoff dreams are slipping away. The NFL loves the Steelers and would do anything for them. Hopefully, John Harbaugh coached his last game in Baltimore. Drake May is a top 5 quarterback in the league, and that's what Week 16 taught us. Okay, Seahawks 38, Rams 37. We're not going to really break down the game much just because it happened a while ago. But there's still some leftover Puka Nacua news that would be fun to go over. So people are upset with Puka Nacua. He's having a PR nightmare of a week. He's doing a lot of stuff off the field leading up to the most important game of the year. He's hanging out with streamers in LA, having a good time. He had to issue an apology and fans are upset. But his response was 225 yards and 2 touchdowns and a tweet making fun of a ref. I don't know why Rams fans are actually so upset. It sounds like you got a problematic receiver who puts up the best numbers in the game, which is the formula that every fan desires their own wide receiver to have. I mean, Puka Nacua could shoot up heroin before the game and fill out the stat sheet, and I would immediately make him the highest paid wide receiver of all time. He's got off-field antics, having a career year, and while also playing for an extension. Like, at this rate, he's going to have a better career than Antonio Brown. All right, down the line, we got Saints 29, Jets 6, Tyler Shuck. On this show, we are not afraid to take shots, and I was wrong about Tyler Shuck. He's a pretty good 26-year-old rookie quarterback who throws a beautiful ball. He's 4-3 as a starter. His performances look promising. I mean, in this game, he became the first Saints player since 2023 to throw for 300 yards. To some, that means nothing. I think it's pretty cool. He's completing 66% of his passes, 7 touchdowns. The Saints, they're on a 3-game win streak. Shuck swept the Panthers and beat the Bucs. It makes you think if the Saints started him at the beginning of the season, maybe this team's a playoff team. My biggest takeaway from his success is he spent 7 years in college and is a good-looking rookie. We see a lot of rookies enter the NFL, turn into dust, so maybe the NCAA should extend its eligibility, kind of like the Shuck effect. All right, let's move down the line to Panthers 23, Bucs 20. The Bucs suck. I mean, they're bad. Their defense is so impressively horrible that it blinds you from the fact that their offense is just miscommunicating everywhere. If the Week 1 Bucs played the Week 16 Bucs, it would be 70-0. They just get shittier every week. I'm done pretending. They've lost 3 straight games by 4 points or less. Todd Bowles, have you lost the locker room? I'm listening to your post-game interviews, and I would not run through a wall for you. You've lost everyone there, it feels like. I mean, Josh Grizzard, you got all your guys back on the offense, and yet the play calling still feels stale. It's either a screen pass, inside run, or let's let Baker Mayfield throw a deep shot. The pass rush, it doesn't exist either. And the funny thing is with the Bucs is they actually still control their own destiny if they win out. And I like the Bucs. This isn't me like particularly hating on them for any reason, but they're just not it. I hope they make the playoffs. If they don't, it's probably time to get a new coach though. And on the other side of the ball, we have the Carolina Panthers. So this is the first time the Panthers lead the NFC South since Cam Newton's MVP season. That's 10 years, by the way. The Panthers have a real shot at the postseason. A win over the Bucs in Week 18 simply does it. It feels like things are clicking right when you need it. For the Panthers, they finally got over the Baker Mayfield bump. He was 5-0 going into that game. And credit to this defense. I mean, it's so solid at generating takeaways. Bryce Young is so good at home. He was scrambling and throwing, keeping the Panthers in it all the way. And since entering the league, he leads the game winning drives in fourth quarter or overtime. This team is just the definition of frisky and resilience. This is the 4th straight time they followed up a loss with a win. Impressive stuff happening in Carolina. Truly. It blows my mind. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but what they're doing right now is pretty cool. All right, let's go down the line. Jags 34, Broncos 20. Trevor Lawrence is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. He's definitely in that top 6 to 10 conversation. I mean, he goes to Denver's backyard, puts up 4 touchdowns, and leaves with the most impressive AFC win all year, snapping the Broncos' 11-game win streak. Liam Cohen has transformed Trevor Lawrence. He's got 18 touchdowns during this 6-game win streak for Jacksonville. He's got some of the biggest nuts in the game right now. Steezy Trev is playing the best football we've ever seen him play. I've been on the right side with this team all season, and Trayvon Walker said it best when asked if he wants people to jump on the bandwagon, and he said, no, F everybody but us. This team rocks. And on the other side of the ball, for the Broncos, as much as this loss sucks, it shouldn't, the armor wasn't cracked too much, I feel like. It shouldn't be too much of a concern. I mean, the positives, hey, you were able to run against one of the best run defenses in the league. That's pretty impressive. You did abandon it, probably should have stuck with it. You had some lingering issues on defense, but this is a really good scouting performance matchup, potentially for a future playoff game down the line. So you can't be too upset. Let's go to our final game. Patriots 28, Ravens 24. The Ravens blew another double-digit lead, and nobody is surprised. This is one of the most pathetic ball clubs in the NFL. Derrick Henry, who is the best player in the field, ran for 128 yards and had 2 touchdowns, and John Harbaugh benched him in the final 2 drives. That is a fireable offense. I mean, when your season is on the line and the one guy who the Patriots couldn't stop all game isn't on the field, how does that even make sense? It's the most brain-dead call I've seen. They needed to win this game. Then we see Zay Flowers fumble on the last drive, which everybody saw coming, by the way. He's got to cut it out with the cute shit. I mean, he has more fumbles than touchdowns this season. You're laughing with the Patriots players after the game. Does nobody on the Ravens actually give a shit? I need to know right now. Defensively, it was a nightmare. We have the most blatant pass interference call I've ever seen not get called. I mean, Marlon, what the fuck are you doing? Like, we have a phantom pass rush. It just doesn't exist. They gave Drake May all the time in the world to throw. He has an elite arm. You can't do that. Even the times when we were almost about to sack him, he was still putting up dimes. This game felt like a road game. Half the people in the stands were wearing the red and white, chanting MVP for Drake May. I mean, coaches, trenches, skill group, defense. This game is all on you. There has to be serious changes because Baltimore, the way they're playing and acting, it just feels like they don't give a shit. And shout out to Drake May, man. I mean, he's officially, I feel like there's been a consensus top 4 quarterbacks in the NFL. I think he fits that 5th spot that we've been looking for. The kid is so impressive. He fits the description. So he's in my top 5 for show. Let's go to my announcement now. I'm suspending my fandom for the Baltimore Ravens indefinitely. For too long, they've let a domestic terrorist named John Harbaugh lead the helm. He should be put in Baltimore County Jail. They will never win a Super Bowl in the Lamar Jackson era if he is the coach. This team is undisciplined with zero direction. Everybody wants to blame Lamar for every loss, and this time you can't. They made Drake May look like a fool in the first half. They made me look like an idiot in the second half, which is how every Ravens game goes. The Ravens love to put the dagger in their own heart. I'm done. Stay tuned for the decision. Okay, college football playoff prediction. We start in the quarterfinals with Miami versus Ohio State. This one's a little too easy. Their run is coming to an end. I think the committee got it right. I'm happy they made it in. Oh shit. I'm happy they made it in over Notre Dame, and I'm happy they got the win against Texas A&M. But offensively, they weren't that good, as we all saw. Defensively, they're studs. But I think this matchup is just going to be a little bit over their head. Against Ohio State, we go to Oregon, Texas Tech. I think this one's a really, really interesting matchup. There's a 1.5 point spread right now. I'm going to rock with Oregon. Guess what, Texas Tech? This isn't the Big 12 anymore. You're playing some real teams. The defense is phenomenal, but I don't think the offense is going to be able to do anything against this Oregon defense, and I think Dante Moore gets the job done there. Let's go to Indiana and Alabama. When it comes to quarterback play, I actually think Ty Simpson's the better quarterback. Bad take, probably. But overall, I mean, Mendoza with Cignetti, that combination will beat Alabama, who seems to shoot themselves in the foot at least once or twice a game. They had the miraculous comeback against Oklahoma last week. I don't think the torch will stay lit for this game. Let's go to Ole Miss, Georgia. Quickly to go through it. I mean, Georgia owns Ole Miss. Ole Miss doesn't even have a coach. We move on. We go to the semifinals. We got Ohio State versus Georgia. Georgia owns Ohio State. They've never lost to them in program history. Kirby Smart, Ryan Day. We all take Kirby Smart. Let's go to Indiana and Oregon. I'm sorry, but this is where Dan Lanning, but this is where it comes to an end. Indiana is so talented on both sides of the ball. There is really no team in college football that can beat this team, except for the matchup we have, Georgia versus Indiana. I truly think this is Georgia's year. I mean, when it comes to coaching, I'm taking Kirby Smart. When it comes to defense, I'm taking that Bulldogs defense. The last 5 weeks of the college football season shows me that they're more ready than Indiana seems to be. I don't know. I'm going to lean Georgia. I mean, I think Gunnar Stockton is next year's Heisman winner. I think Kirby Smart is the best coach in college football. This seems like a no-brainer decision to me. And with that, I want to thank you guys for your time. Until next time, so long for just a while.